quickly, but also that you were working to find out if those reports about him being in possible medical trouble were true. I'm wondering if you've either...
I hope he's not in medical trouble.
Well,
I hope he's not.
Have you heard anything from
I've
North
gotten
Korea?
along very well with him. Here we are. You would have been in a war with North Korea if I didn't get elected president. Remember, I was going to be the one that took us into war my first day in office, okay? Here we are. Look at what's happened. Withdrawal. We're bringing people home. We're not going to serve as policemen all over the world. I don't want to be policemen all over the world.
But have you been able to learn?
And yet I've rebuilt our military to a level that it's never been built at before. But it's never recognized by the fake news. Go ahead.
Have you been able to use that relationship to get more information about his status?
I think the report was incorrect. Let me just put it that way. I think the report was done by a network that was incorrect. I'm hearing they used old documents, but that's what I hear. I hear the report was an incorrect report. I hope it was an incorrect report.
When was the last time you heard from him?
I don't want to say. Yeah.
Since you pointed to me, just a quick question about that. So you haven't made any contact, though, just to make sure?
With who?
The North Koreans.
I don't want to say. I won't say that.
Okay.
We have a good relationship with North Korea, as good as you can have. I mean, we have a good relationship with North Korea. I have a good relationship with Kim Jong Un, and I hope he's okay. And somebody would say, "Oh, that's terrible." No, it's not terrible. I hope he's okay. And I think it was a fake report done by CNN.
So can I ask you a question?
What do you have? Go ahead. No, that's enough. Go ahead.
Can I ask? But that wasn't my question.
The problem is you don't write the truth. So, as far as I'm concerned, I want to go. I want to go to the next
Can I
one.
ask you a question about?
No, not CNN, please. Go ahead.
The White House has not
You don't.
responded to the
I told you.
allegations from this, right?
CNN is fake news. Don't.
North Korean leader Kim Jong Un was absent from an important national holiday event this week, rekindling speculation over his potential health problems. North Korea on Wednesday marked the anniversary of the birthday of its founder, Kim's grandfather Kim Il-sung. Known as the Day of the Sun, state media show senior officials paying tribute to the embalmed body of the former leader. But there's no mention of Kim Jong Un as part of the delegation, unlike past holidays. He was also absent from the photos released by the party newspaper. Analysts say Kim, who is aged 36 and overweight, may be having health problems. The North Korean leader was last publicly seen presiding over a Politburo meeting of the ruling Workers' Party last Saturday. Adding to the absence, Pyongyang also fired multiple short-range missiles on Tuesday, according to the South Korean government. Such military events would usually be observed by Kim, but there was no report by North Korean state media on the test at all.
North Korea does not have an official line of succession.
The health of the North Korean leader Kim Jong Un is in grave danger.
I just have to say to Kim Jong Un, I wish him very, good luck.
In Australia, for example, if the Prime Minister was to die in office, the Governor-General would commission the Deputy Prime Minister as the Prime Minister. The government might then vote for another leader. And unlike other socialist countries, North Korea's governance is comparable to that of a royal family. The Kim dynasty has been in power for 3 generations since 1948. The dynasty, which began with Kim Il-sung, passed leadership to his son, Kim Jong-il, in 1994, and then to his son, Kim Jong-un, who succeeded in 2011. As a hereditary dynasty, maintaining trust and legitimacy for the family relies somewhat on mythology.
Well, the North Korean political system is based upon myth. I mean, the myth of Kim Il-sung, who was the first leader.
There is emphasis on the Baekdu bloodline, the blood descendants of the founding father Kim Il-sung, carrying on the revolution. And despite his death in 1994, Kim Il-sung still remains known as the eternal president of North Korea.
We called Kim Il-sung's father. We always called him father. And we always say that, thank you, my father.
However, an obstacle for maintaining this mythology is the fact that key members of Kim's family have died or were killed since he took power. Kim Jong-nam, his older brother, was assassinated in Malaysia in 2017, and his uncle, Jang Song-taek, was killed on Kim's order after illegally using anti-aircraft machine guns in 2013.
We don't know how many children they've had. We don't know how many illegitimate kids might be floating around out there. This is a system based on secrecy.
It's believed that Kim Jong-un has 3 children, the eldest of which was born in 2010, and is therefore too young to rule. This leaves Kim Yo-jong, his sister, as a likely contender for the leadership position. Over the last 7 years, she has risen to prominence as the most important figure in the regime after her brother. The two are reportedly close. They went to school together in Switzerland, and as vice director of the party's propaganda department, she has worked alongside her brother maintaining family power.
Kim Yo-jong is certainly going to be up there. She will have presumably some kind of power in any future regime within North Korea.
Her promotion to the party Politburo in 2017 also affirmed her position among the ruling elites in Pyongyang. She is Kim's most trusted ally, but the country's traditional Confucian values and murky directive for succession could be a stumbling block in her ascension to leadership.
But there could well be other very powerful figures behind the scenes within North Korea that we simply don't see from outside the country, that are not publicized as much as Kim Yo-jong.
Voluntarily give up enough, because what they have to give up to satisfy me, I can only speak from my personal point of view, having followed this issue for 30 years. I don't think the North Koreans will ever voluntarily give up enough, because what they have to give up to satisfy me is their entire nuclear structure, and they need to agree to an inspection system that is so robust and so thorough that they could well think that it threatens the stability of their regime. I don't want fake inspections. We've got plenty of those around the world as it is now. We need real verification of any agreement, given the untrustworthiness of the North Korean regime since its inception.